nice to breathe some fresh air, huh? We'll get that Baron Praxis guy, all right.
Do the beginning as normal. So now at this point, the game wants you to go to the underground hideout, which is the sword on the map. But we're not going to go that. We're actually going to go to the red barrier instead. So go ahead and just make your way over there. So you can follow the sword until you get to right about here, but instead of going left, you're going to go to the right and make your way over to the corner over here by where the red barrier is. So now, just to reference it on the map, you're going to be right there where compared to the red barrier. You're going to press L1 to jump. At the top, you're going to press triangle, and that gives you a little bit of extra height. And then in this corner here, there's no collision, so you can go ahead and do an uppercut and land outside with a delayed spin. So now, you can't just roll back in bounds, because there's a death plane there to keep you from getting past the red barrier, right about here. So now I'm in debug mode, so you can't, so I bring myself back to life. Roll over this way, the red barrier won't kill you. And so now you're going to make your way over to this corner to skip the yellow barrier. Same thing as before. You're going to do an L1 hop, and then at the top you're going to press triangle. So now that'll get you out of bounds. Triangle, and then double jump and spin for a little bit of extra height. And now this one you can just kind of roll jump in bounds here. You have to go to the right a little bit, or else you can bonk and fall out of bounds and die in the void. So now we're going to make our way over to Mars Tomb. So now, for Mars Tomb, you're going to want to line up on that slope to the right of the pillar there. Pull back on your analog stick, and then make sure there's no traffic. So you're going to press L1 here and here. Press triangle here and hold forward. Spin, and now you're out of bounds. We'll jump back in bounds into the airlock. As soon as this door opens, you can go ahead and punch into the door and reset mission, and you'll end up at the bottom of Mars Tomb, or you can take the elevator. Doesn't matter. Two ways to get past this door that doesn't normally open until you're here in the story. You can do an extended uppercut, which is punching off the ledge and then doing an uppercut spin. You get a little extra height, which lets you go over the collision of the kind of border around the door. Now there's an easier method. It's older. High jump onto this pillar. If you do a ground pound, and then you can double jump, spin, and get out the same way. So now there's a little edge you can walk across to get past the door. And all you have to do from here is die, because otherwise the doors to the right and left tomb won't open. And that is Mars Tomb done successfully.